It's more of Minecraft Bingo with night vision this week. C2803 is another 25-minute points challenge. We don't need cows or chickens this time around. We need rabbits and sheep and squid, as well as the fermented spider eye and mushroom stew, and so we need to get the mushrooms. This is a pretty difficult card. TNT minecart, the powered rail, the watermelon. Yeah, this will be a challenging one. Let's see how we do. Start go! I think a lot of people will go to the other landmass that's back over here, but I'm actually going to go into the icy biome. This might turn out to be a mistake. Pumpkins. Pumpkins were on the previous card, but not this card, I believe. So I don't need that pumpkin there. But I feel like icy biomes tend to generate near jungles for whatever reason. And since there's a chance of getting the watermelon easily that way, I don't know. I just kind of spurred the moment, decided that I was going to head in this direction. Might be a win, might be a lose. Only time will tell. I don't think I need the spruce saplings, so we're mostly just trying to get our initial wood here. And I've already forgotten, is there a glass bottle on this card? We're going to have to take a look. Can I look at the card? Not really while I'm chopping a tree above my head. That's just kind of very distracting. And so, let's look down at the card. There is a glass bottle, so let's go ahead and grab 3 pieces of sand, even though we don't have a shovel yet. I think it'll be okay. Eventually we need to shear a vine. I would like to find some exposed stone if possible. Alright, looks like this is leading up to another kind of desert area over here. Oh, am I on an island? That is unfortunate. Do I want to continue to this desert? I think I have no choice at this point, or that one. I think at this point a boat is in order. And in fact, I might use my initial wood to go ahead and make a couple of boats, possibly. Or also make the wooden pick, because you never put down your first crafting table without making a wooden pick. That's just silly. Let's just go ahead and make one for right now. And I will pick this back up. But let's use this to sail over here. I do see some exposed stone right here. I also see some over here. There's more pumpkins. Of course, there's tons of pumpkins everywhere. Anytime there's a card that has a pumpkin on it, or excuse me, that doesn't have a pumpkin on it. All this exposed stone. I don't love any of these biomes, and so long as we're in the boat, let's travel a little bit farther than most people will be going right at the start, and hope that we end up in different locations. I see a red mushroom up here. Okay, so let's do this. Crash! Let's grab our initial tools right here. And then, do I have enough wood for all the initial tools? I guess we're about to find out. Let's not make a hoe. That would be the incorrect thing to do. Bad strategy. I do have something to cook already, so we will just get the 8 pieces of cobblestone and get the glass cooking. One of the advantages of getting the glass or the sand right off the bat. And the other question is the zombie that I hear, is that a dungeon zombie? Who knows? Did I run the night vision command? No, because it's getting darker. Alright, so let's go run the night vision command after I pick up these things. There we go. Very nice. And make the rest of my tools. We'll go ahead and turn all of this into sticks. And remember that we need to chop down more trees, don't we always? Alright, that can go here, that can go here. And these are done, and so we can go ahead and grab this. Alright, glass bottles, done. Let's take the furnace and run. What other things do I need from the overworld? Right, it was kind of the weird sets of animals that we need to kill. We eventually will need to shear a vine. Not seeing any animals at all, of course. Let's take a quick peek in case we get a couple pieces of iron right off the bat. Could have all kinds of monsters spawning in here, such as those 4 skeletons. This iron is easier to get at. Any other super easy iron right over here? Not that I'm seeing. Okay, let's just keep on moving. I just wanted to get at least 2, so we could shear the vine if we come across it. In the meantime, we can get more later. Yeah, I don't see anything immediately right down there either. The squid, I probably passed like a bunch of squid as I was going through the ocean. Here's some right here, and with the night vision, they're actually really easy to see, even underwater. So give me some ink, please. Thank you. All right, so we got that. Did I pick up that red mushroom? I remember seeing a red mushroom, or I thought I saw one. From a distance, it might have been one of these poppies, but I think I forgot to pick it up, actually. Sheep. Hello, sheep. Give me your wool and your food bits. Become edible, I believe, is one of the things you will hear Jog the Penguin say when he comes upon sheep or cows. Let's see. So we're still trying to find the rabbits. Did I need a clay brick for this one? I think I do. This is a suboptimal place to go after it, but since I happen to see it right now, while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to grab it. Lost a second or two kind of swimming down to that. Don't think I've seen vines. I don't think I've seen a jungle. Can't remember. Fermented spider eye is the reason that I would need this. And I had like a little lag spike there. Like the items didn't hop into... Ooh! Almost fell down there. It's a tiny little ravine, but there's an easy iron. Hoop! And so let's go get it. Right here. And... any other super easy iron? This doesn't go anywhere, right? There's a spider down there. Nothing that's like too right in my face. There'll be plenty of opportunities for more iron later. That was just such low-hanging fruit. It demanded to be picked up. Crap, I'm thinking about going in a boat again, and I feel like that's never the right answer. Plus, we really need to be on land in order to be able to spot animals such as rabbits. And mushrooms will be easier to spot from close up. And one more look down at the card. Yeah, we need 2 brown mushrooms because we need the fermented spider eye, as well as the mushroom stew. And at some point, I was talking about the fact that I needed to gather some more wood, so let's go ahead and do it now while I'm thinking of it. Shall we? I'm really not seeing... really seems to be a dearth of animals on this card. We saw that pack of sheep. Have I seen anybody else? Animals, where are you? Where have you gone? He said in a sing-song voice. It's possible that I've already passed some vines and had my mind on other things and didn't notice. An apple is fascinating. I don't remember if a golden apple was on this card, but there is a powered rail, I seem to recall. And so we would need a whole lot of gold if I was going to be crafting a golden apple. Maybe we'll find a desert pyramid. Oh, hey, a jungle. Okay, so here's my opportunity to get a watermelon more easily than trying to find seeds in a mine shaft and grow them myself. So let's check around here. I hear chicken, which I don't need. Here's the watermelon. Great. All right, and looking around for any helpful animals. I'm pretty sure the cookie is not on this card. It is not. Okay. There's a gold ingot on this card, too. There's not a golden apple, right? Okay, good. That would just be crazy town in terms of the amount of gold. Let's see. Chickens, chickens, chickens. I don't think I'm going to need them for food. I am going to need to settle down and cook up some food in a bit because we're getting close to nighttime here, and I still have not... Oh, here we go. Here's some rabbits. Please drop your hide. He dropped food instead. All right, there's some baby rabbits around here. Let's see if I happen to see another rabbit. There's cow, which I don't need, but they have very good raw food. And so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Right, and I have the apple as well. That is good raw food, so I can eat that. We'll eventually cook up the mutton. Here's some more mutton. Become edible. There we go. But yeah, I think we're going to have to cook, and I think we're going to have to head downstairs. Did I see another rabbit? I think I see another rabbit. Are you a rabbit? You're a tiny bunny. Where is your parent? Here you are. You also failed to drop. It seems like they almost always spawn with like 1 parent and 2 babies. Seems to be the MO for rabbit spawning. All right, let's update the card. I don't have that many items. Oh, there's a milk bucket on this card, and I just passed a cow. Did I kill all the cows that I saw? I don't know that I did. Let's keep moving, but not forget about... Actually, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment. Everyone, let's take a moment. Let's take a moment to kill a rabbit. Still not lucky there. Let's notice that there's mushrooms down there that I want. But let's cook up some food so that I do not start starving to death. And let's also get a second furnace for the iron. Pretty sure that is enough. Zoop. All right, and let's go ahead and just get a piece of this just so I don't forget about it. I have wool that I can turn into a painting, which I believe was one of the things I need, so we'll go ahead and do that. This is kind of ridiculous, but it's about to turn nighttime, and I don't really need the monsters right now, so I'm actually going to make a bed and set that down. Let's get the iron cooking in here. Let's pick up these mushrooms before I forget about it. There's a vine here that I could shear, and so it's great that we're finally cooking up some iron. There are other things that I can cook. There's more food. And I needed this for sugar fermented spider eye. Let's go ahead and take these and make my shears and grab my vine. Not going to sleep in the bed just yet because we do need some monster drops. But I may do that very soon. Let's see. I've got some food. I should go ahead and eat it. Okay, let's update the card once again. I'm going to need some string, some bone, and the brown mushrooms, and yeah, and then possibly the cow stuff from upstairs, and then it's mostly kind of downstairs stuff, I believe. Okay, that is cooked up enough. That is also stopped cooking, but that's fine. Do we see any skeletons who have spawned? There's another rabbit over here. I'm going to leave the bed right there for just now and just go grab this rabbit. Please give me a hide. No such luck. And there's more baby bunnies once again. I'm not seeing the skeletons. I'm not seeing the spiders. And the time, yeah, we're 100 seconds in. Okay, there's a skeleton. He'll be easy to get a bone in the daytime. So we will do something crazy and sleep away the night. Wake up, kill the skeletons, get our bone, nice and easy. And did any spiders happen to spawn around here? Not that I see. All right, I'm looking for one more cow on the surface. I could make a milk bucket with the iron that I've already cooked. Here's a baby zombie who, of course, did not burn. Because baby zombies are bad. And they do not burn. And I heard another zombie. Could that have been a dungeon? Let's listen for a moment. Why am I running to pick up experience? I don't know. There's definitely a downstairs zombie here, and we do have sunlight right above us. Should I make an iron pick? Probably. I should probably also... Alright, get out of my way so I can break the spawner, please. Thank you. Alright, it'll be easy enough to kill. And what do we got in here? We've got the buckets for my milk. We've got the saddle that I needed. We've got the gunpowder that I may or may not have needed. We've got extra buckets for that thing. We've got the ability to fish. And we have a chest that I may or may not need for Hopper because I can't remember. Let's drop off things that I don't need at this point. Apparently I do not need the name tag. I don't need that anymore. I don't need book stuff. I don't need any more wool. I want to have these in the bar. I don't need the shears anymore because I already sheared the things. All right, I believe that's good. Let's once again update this. I really need to start doing some downstairs stuff, I think. And so since I'm in a cave, let's do that now. And how much more iron do I need? Not a ton. And there was a lot of gold and kind of like deep stuff. Maybe I'll continue to try to find the cow on the surface, because this cave doesn't look like it's going to be too awesome. So yeah, we'll do a tiny bit more upstairs work. I'm spending way too much time upstairs, honestly. And was there like a... Yeah, I haven't found the desert for the cactus yet. Or did I pass one by? I don't remember passing by a desert. Alright, so we need cows in a desert. And the brown mushroom is the other thing that we really need to find on the surface, and then we'll go down. All right, so where am I going to find any of these things? Cows, desert, brown mushroom. Brown mushrooms, I see a couple over here. So let us head in that direction. Here we go. A 1 and 2. We're still going to need to kill the spiders for the spider eye. Let's not forget that. So now we just need the cows in the desert. And if I were cows, I would... Is that cows? No. And I don't need the leather. I need the milk. Mushroom Island could work as well. But that is far less likely. And did I get a flint already? Now I just got one, so that's great. Not super happy about some of my prospects here. All right, we already got the mushrooms. I don't see any signs of a desert, so now we're going to focus on getting downstairs, getting some more iron and underground things, and then doing some crafting. It does seem like there might be extreme hills over here, which could work to our advantage. I did just hear... I don't think this one's a dungeon, but let's also... Time out. Let's make an iron pick. And let's make sure we have enough wood. I think we have enough wood. And this does not sound like a dungeon because I'm only hearing the one zombie. So that was another good reason for the timeout. No, now I hear 3 zombies. Okay. So I guess we'll do this in case it makes for fast iron. Oh, crap. There it is. Okay. Oh, weird. It's kind of a weird shaped dungeon here. It's gonna like, oh crap, oh boy. Let's do this. Okay, good. Skeleton, yeah, zombie go fight the skeleton, that's great. Let's eat some food. Haha, your stupid pathfinding is leading you all down there. Because you're dummies. I didn't fish. That's another thing that I should have done. Let's leave all those zombies down there and try to get away. Yes, abandoned mineshaft. There is an abandoned mineshaft. I thought that seemed like a weird formation. Is anyone coming after me? No. Diamond. Apparently 1 is not enough. But there might be a rail on this cart, and there was a TNT mine cart, right? I completely forgot about that. And my inventory is, of course, full. Oh, and zombies. Alright, for whatever reason, aren't seeing me here. That'll make them even less likely to see me while I try to sort through some issues. One of them being inventory management. Okay, don't need that. Do need that. Can I eat the bread yet? Just about. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. I do want the minecart in case we somehow get the TNT. I might want to fish with that. I've got a few open inventory spaces at this point, and let's get 1 thing of torches just in case I have another spawner that I need to plug up, which it sounds like I might. If I run down here, what are the chances I live? Let's find out. Sure, let's go down. Down is good. I hear you, spiders. I'm not going your way. I'm going a different way. And now we can pick up the rails that we made have dropped. Okay, this is actually really great. Do we see any gold? Of course not, but down is good. Do we see any other dungeons or anything amazing? Not really. But there's still mine shaft, and I vaguely thought that I spotted some diamonds for a minute there, but I did not. Okay, I think it is time for us to start getting some iron cooking, because we've only got 5 minutes left, and I really need to start sorting out the card. I think I've left most of the monsters behind. This is not a particular... Oh, here's some gold. Great. Here's a good place to set up shop. Monsters might drop on our head. That'll just make the video more exciting. I do not have coal right now. And I was just about to say, where's my iron? I found it. It was in my inventory the whole time. Here's coal. Perfect. 1 in there. And 1 in there. The gold, I need like 6 of them or something ridiculous, although 1 of them will get me an item, so we'll go ahead and get that cooking up. I certainly have enough of this to make some more of these. And more furnaces tends to be a good thing, especially in the 25-minute challenge. I am going to need to do some more smelting probably, and so let's get some more of this. Let's get that going. And now with all the iron that I have, let's look at the card. I need a copper and a cauldron, so let's do both of those things. Oops. Like that. And like that. I need a compass. Like that. And then we'll go ahead and get a piece of iron like that. And we'll update the card. Probably got too much iron, so we can make myself an iron sword, it looks like. And... oops. I know how to craft a sword, guys. This is not my first Minecraft rodeo. And I'm not sure, I'm probably going to want a bucket in order to get a whatever. 2 furnaces is probably going to be enough at this point. The whatever, by the way, is going to be a water bucket. And I did see water sources back over here. And at this point, I think there was a diamond hoe, and how am I possibly going to get TNT? I think the answer is I'm not going to. Here's more gold for the goldy things that we need eventually. I think I'm still short. No, I have enough gold to make the powered rail. So let's get that cooking. That might be one of our last items on this card because I don't know that I'm doing well to get any other stuff. Let's inspect the card carefully. I hear all the bad guys. The mushroom stew we can go ahead and craft. That I have neglected to craft. And that's one of the reasons that we saved some wood, although we are in an abandoned mine shaft. And so we would have had other woody opportunities, as it were. Alright, and I am going to throw away a few more things that I don't need. I'm going to make the powered rail, assuming I remember how to do it. I believe it is like this, and this, and this. There we go. And at this point, I ought not need any more redstone. My food should be fine. I can eat this, and I still have a bunch of cooked mutton. And we don't have that much time left. Is there anything else that I need to smelt? I don't think so. I kill a spider to try to get the spider eye because I have the other 2 ingredients. I have the sugar, and I just threw away the mushroom. Darn it. There's the mushroom again. Let's try to find the spider to kill. Sounds like there's lots of spiders right up here. So let's go find the spider party. Kill the spider. Make the fermented spider eye. Let's look at the card, make sure there's not anything else easy that I'm missing. I don't think so. I think this is my best chance. Where are all these spiders? I heard them. And now they're getting farther away, which means they must be below me rather than above me. Hello, Brian. Have you played this game before? It's called Minecraft. And when you hear noises, and they get quieter, then go the opposite direction. Actually, they sound like they're right through here. Yes, here we go. Hey, spiders, come poison me. Where you at? Here they are. There we go. Good job. You are the best poisonous spider ever. A zing, a zing, a zing. Great. Milk bucket I didn't get. I'm not going to get a cactus. I could still fish, amazingly enough. So let's see if we can get a fish. And 18 on this card. If I do manage to catch the fish, I would not be unhappy with. Possibly we could somehow... this is going to be hard to fish in. Can I fish from over here? Will that work at all? That might actually work. Or not. There's a variety of reasons this isn't going to work very well. Okay, that guy's dead. Oh, crap. Where did you fall down from? That does not make me happy. I hear an Enderman. Oh, I can get an Ender Pearl. Alright, Enderman is new top priority. He is above me over here, but there's also a zombie right above me over here, so I'm going to try to dig through the wall and up. I think Enderman has a better chance in fishing because I'm not good at fishing in non-still water. I believe it is possible to fish in non-source blocks, but I don't really have any experience with it, and so I think I'm more likely to kill an Enderman. I can find him. Hey, Enderbro, where you at? I heard you chirping. Oh, I'm running so low on time. Enderman. Why you no Ender? That's bad. Where's the Enderman? Hey, I don't care about you. Just looking for the Enderman. I don't see him. I think I went the wrong way. Maybe he's down here. Enderman? Enderman? There he is. Can I get him? Oh, I killed him just in... maybe not just in time, but he also didn't drop one. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Alright, well that was fun. We managed to get 17 points, which is not so bad. This is a cool abandoned mineshaft that I found. And if I found one more diamond, I could have made the diamond hoe. But we only managed to find that one. I am curious just to kind of run around for a minute and see if I see any other chests. There's another Enderman over here. This won't count for my score, obviously, but I'm just curious. I think they drop ender pearls 50% of the time, so on average, yeah, that should do that. And look at this. Here's the diamonds that I needed. So if I had maybe found the Enderman quicker or continued this way, maybe I would have gotten a couple more points. All right, but that was fun. So let's take a final look at the card. Ooh, let's give myself a beautiful diamond as tribute. Thank you for making the map, Dr. Brian. You're welcome, Dr. Brian. And here's the final card, minus the Ender Pearl, so I only got 17 points. And didn't find an emerald, didn't get the cactus. Seems kind of ridiculous. I almost want to review the video and see if I missed a cactus. I did pass a cow at some point and killed it and didn't think about the milk bucket. Wasn't able to fish very well. Rabbits, we killed like 3 or 4 of them and didn't manage to get the rabbit hide. That was just unlucky, and TNT minecart would have been pretty insane. Yeah, actually I was pretty close to the TNT minecart if I thought to get more sand at the beginning. Didn't realize how close I was to that. Due to getting some gunpowder in dungeons, no doubt. Perhaps I even left some behind. In any case, I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again with more Minecraft Bingo in the future, I'm certain. Bye-bye!